I'm like, yo, what's the point, man? Even I can't even take even the guitar cannot help me. Fuck, you know. Even the guitar, wallah, I can't even. Wallah, I can't even the guitar.
We got Pep Linders. We got Pep Linders. He knows everything about Liverpool. We got Pep Linders.
Sit there, please. Take your inhaler. Put it there and put my mask. You see that? And tell me, breathe in. Hey, he's gonna bring inhalers. He's bringing inhalers, bro. And then our players are gonna be running, bro. You know, we say we don't track back, guys. You will see Madness track back. Our players will have inhalers in half time.
I need that. We need that.
Wins tackles! Wonderful goal! It's a title winner!
Perfect end to a perfect day. Manchester City 4, Manchester United 1. Oh, what a hit! Oh, that's electrifying!
Hat-trick hunting! Trick getting! Still the appetite is there for more. Oh, it is sensational!
So, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. Well, it is 1:20 in the UK. It's a lovely weather outside. Bank holiday weekend is Easter weekend. And there's quite a lot to talk about regarding Man City. What a nice performance, good performance, and a nice win against the Scousers on Saturday. We might be on for a cup double because we're going to be playing Southampton in the semi-finals at Wembley. We're going to talk about Bernardo Silva. He's looking like he is leaving the football club in the summer. And then we're going to have a little banter about Arsenal. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to this channel, all them jazz that them YouTubers tells you to do. Make sure you leave your comments in the section below about the FA Cup game. Right, where do we start? Right, Liverpool 0. Well, shall we say Man City 4, Liverpool 0. It was quite an interesting game, in my opinion. I think that was probably the best 75. Yeah, that was probably the best performance this season. It's up there with one of the best performances of this season. There's quite a few games where we actually played well this season. I think Bournemouth at home, Liverpool at home. But it was just the manner that we absolutely battered them for like 75 minutes of that game. Big up look from Never a Foul. Never in my lifetime, actually. Not Never a Foul. What am I on about? I hope you're well, mate. I hope you having a good bank holiday weekend. It's quite nicely weather today. It's been quite strange in the UK the past few days. It's mad windy during the night, and in the day it's just decent weather. But I hope you're well, my mate. Arsenal bottlers in a well. We're gonna find out, innit? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out, mate. We'll see what Bournemouth on the weekend got for us. I think they play on a Saturday, 12:30. We playing. Are we doing them? Are we doing the Super Sunday? I think we're on the Super Sunday. Are we? I think we play it Sunday. But yeah, we will see, man. We will see. We will see. We got Blue Mooner, 1958. Hi, it is Happy Easter. Happy Easter, my mate. Happy Easter. Nah, pleasure, brother. Pleasure. I thought I wasn't meant to do a stream, but when the missus went out, so she took the kids. They went out for a walk. She took the kids and the dog, and I didn't want to go out because just been tired, mate. Was at the game on Saturday. I worked yesterday. I was in work yesterday, and didn't have really much rest, to be fair. Because when you got games, I think because we played at 12:45, I always get up like at 9. Do you know what I mean? Get up 9 and sort the kids out, have a breakfast, book down the pub for a couple. Then I always tend to walk to the ground, and it takes me like 45 minutes to walk to get to the stadium. Once I get there, have a few more beers, then go for a few more after the game. By the time I got home, because we went at the pub, we were watching the rest of the FA Cup games. We were watching the Chelsea game. There was a La Liga game as well. I think Barcelona was playing that night. It wasn't against Atletico Madrid, and it was Arsenal. So I got in. I watched the Arsenal game at home. I got in about just before watched a bit of the Arsenal game, went to bed, got up early the next morning, which was on Sunday, for work, and today I was like, I'm off today, and I'm gonna just have some rest because your back is killing me, man. But yeah, happy Easter, my bro. Great result and performance, but tinged with the feeling of what might have been in the Premier League. Yeah, you're not wrong there, mate. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. I think you might agree with me. I think we are our own worst enemies when it comes down to this Premier League title. It was just the manner that we were giving away goals, giving away leads and results. It was just shocking. The Brightons, we were 1-0 up against Brighton. We can see that. I think Chelsea, same. Chelsea at home, Brighton at home. The way we played against Man United at Old Trafford was pathetic. And then like the Forest game, Forest, it was just embarrassing all over. The performance wasn't good from every single player on that pitch. And West Ham away. See, these are the sort of games where if you really want to win the title, you have to make sure you win them. Do you know what I mean? We can take a defeat at Old Trafford. It happens. It's a derby. Both teams are up for it. It happens. But if 17 Forest at home, I've relegated West Ham, and Chelsea that hasn't got any manager. He's just not good enough. He's simply not good enough, man. But yeah, I think the funny thing is, it's Arsenal, and that's at the top of the table. So we kind of are a bit optimistic regarding the league title because it's Arsenal. If that was Liverpool, then I think all of us in the chat would be like, "Nah, it's done." Do you know what I mean? But it's Arsenal, so everything is possible when it comes to Arsenal. So yeah, big up, look again. Yeah, good, bro. Yeah, it's been quite. I think this yeah, it's been quite a good weekend. City won, Arsenal lost. So yeah, it's been a good weekend for City fans. The weather's been it's been mad. Yeah, it's been like nighttime. It's just fucking windy. I went to take the dog out for a walk but I woke on. I think it was it Saturday? Was it? I think it was Saturday. It was probably yesterday, bro. It was windy, man. Don't gotta be scared. But yeah, today looks like a nice weather. I thought I was like, I'm gonna do a 45 an hour stream and then probably just chill in the garden with a can of beer and just enjoy the sun, man. Big up Jada. Yeah, man, it's a great weather outside, bro. Yeah, what a weekend for Man City. So where do we start? Shall we start with the Liverpool? Shall we start with the Bernardo? Right, let's start with the Liverpool. I think the first we start all right in the first 5 minutes. We had a bit of the ball. We're passing the ball around, but I think then Liverpool got control of the game, and they were creating chances. There were like no clear cut chances, but they were having more of the ball. They were playing more forwards. Ekitike on the left hand side, Vert getting more of the ball, and I think they had a ball over the top. I think that was the goalkeeper to Salah, and big up Kusanov, by the way. Once he tried to head the ball, I think he got a shove by it's just like a little shove by from Mo Salah, and he took him off balance, but he got up really quick and put a tackle in there. And that's what we want to see from our defenders. It's just that willing to put buds on the line. We haven't really had that this season, have we? And fair play to Kusanov. He redeemed himself with that tackle. And since that, I think they only had another chance for Mo Salah, but it was easy for Trafford to make the save. And then from that point forward, we controlled the game. Nunes put himself in midfield. He had a little drop of the shoulder, took a man on, gave it to O'Reilly, and we got the penalty. Even before that, we had a couple of chances. I think it was a ball play from Bernardo to Cherky, where he should have done much better with that. He should have done much better. But Cherky got a foul in the box, but the referee, I think it was Michael Oliver, he wasn't having it. He was really poor, Michael Oliver. He was not giving us any fouls. Every time Liverpool players got to the ground, he was ready to blow the whistle. But once we scored that first goal, I think they all knew it was done. And Liverpool was really, really poor from that moment forward. I think we play some decent football from at the back with Trafford, distributing the ball really, really well. Kusanov in there. There was quite a few triangle plays in there, which is what we haven't really seen much this season, have we? Since Bournemouth and the Liverpool game at home in the league. But Haaland again step up for the penalty. I think he only had one goal in his last 7, and that was a penalty as well. And then he stepped up, he scored, and from that moment forward, it was just brilliant. Semenyo got involved in the second goal. Nice trick from Cherky, and laid it off for Semenyo, and Semenyo does what Semenyo does. First time cross, Haaland in the box, 2-0. And that's something that we don't see much from our wingers, is that ability to put the cross first time. Do you know when Doku has the ball, he never crosses first time. He always tends to do a little step overs, like tricks in there, go in the byline, but every time he has the ball, sometimes he has just the opportunity, just pass it the first time. You don't need to have like 3 billion touches. Just pass it across the first time. And Semenyo, this is the second time we've seen Semenyo, well, third time we've seen Semenyo do that. Just first time cross and someone's in there. And Haaland was there. The third goal, brilliant pass from Cherky. We've been missing that throughout the whole season. Just someone who can put them ball throughs for the runners. Brilliant pass from Cherky and Semenyo. Brilliant finish. And the fourth goal again, Haaland hat trick. Overall, it was a very, very good performance. Very good afternoon. And the atmosphere was probably the best atmosphere we've had this season. Well, probably like in the last 2 seasons. I know we've had some decent ones, but Saturday was probably one of the best, and that comes from me. I've been very critical of the atmosphere in the ground. Even yesterday, there was quite a lot. Well, there was quite a lot of tourists, to be fair, on Saturday, but the noise was always there. I think everyone was up for it. Coming back from a cup final win, and it's an opportunity to win another cup, man. For the season that we're having after coming back from last season, which was atrocious, and being in a rebuild, having the opportunity to win a cup double is massive. Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of teams go through a rebuild and they don't win anything. We're going through a rebuild, yet we still get into cup finals, and we're still winning, lifting up trophies. Do you know what I mean? That just tells you the standard at this football club. But yeah, let me know if I've missed anything from that performance. Just let me know in the comments. Big up, Brian. I hope you're well, my mate. If Arsenal bottle it, Arteta needs to be sacked. Yeah, if they fucked it up, I don't think they will sack him. The reason being is that I think when you especially when you the American owners in the Premier League, as long as they are playing Champions League football, as long as they get into the knockout stage where they're earning, I think they're earning like £9 million per win. They get in there in the quarterfinals, they finishing high in the table, getting over 120. I think his second is 118 or 122 million pounds. Just by finishing second, obviously the TV revenues including and whatnot. I think they're quite happy with him. I think the only way he walks is if the fans just turn on him. But I don't see that happens. The thing about Arsenal fans, believe it or not, you might hear some of them want him to go if he doesn't win trophies, but some of them, they might just standing there, right? I don't want to go back to Europa League. I'm happy where we are second, where they second. I'm happy to play in the Champions League. Some of them I think most of them are like that. Even in our fan base, you see well, it's some. Well, I wouldn't say much in our fan base, to be fair, because we've got some high standards in our club and the fans as well. But with Arsenal, especially some of the Arsenal fans, they look at what's happening at Man United, what's happening at Chelsea, even at Liverpool. They kind of happy to be where they are, so I don't think they will sack him. But I don't know, man. Anything is possible in football. Jada said we found our match to May form. I don't think we were good in March. We were quite poor in March. We lost to them. We lost back to Real Madrid, like the worst Real Madrid side ever, which they've just lost to Getafe. I think it was Getafe they played on the weekend. They lost the game, and then we drew to West Ham and we drew to Bloody Forest. I don't think there was anything in March to be proud of, but April we started off really well, back-to-back wins. Well, FA Cup win here was in March, to be fair, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So hopefully we can go on a winning we can go on a run winning football match until the end of the season, because I don't think we can afford to drop any more points. We can't afford to draw. We can't afford to lose. So, and that starts from Chelsea away. We have to go and win. And which, to be fair, we've done the last 2 seasons. We won last season. We won 2-0. And then the season before, we won. Was it 1-0? Yeah, was 1-0 the season before. We're giving the Premier League to Arsenal. Yeah. No. I think we were our own worst enemies this season, mate. Like when you look back at the game against Brighton, yeah, Brighton gave the ball away twice in their own box. One falling to Bernardo. He couldn't hit the target. He hit the I think he hit the post and he went wide. And the second one was Czech who won the ball, lays it over to Haaland, and Haaland just hit straight at the goalkeeper. That was probably the easiest chance we've ever had this season, and we failed to score against Brighton. Do you know what I mean? Coming back, let's not forget, we were on New Year's Day, we played Sunderland away, we drew. Then 3 days after, we played first home game of the year, we played Chelsea, we drew. Then we played Brighton, we drew. Do you know what I mean? So if you want to win the title, you can't be drawing 3 games in a row, man. You simply can't. And then we had Man United. Do you know what I mean? We lost to United, so it was 4 games without a win, 3 losses, 3 back-to-back draws, and 1 defeat. Like, have we won the Chelsea and Brighton? Yeah, had we won them 2, we could have accepted losing to United, but at least we would have an extra 4 points on the board. Do you know what I mean? So, nah, man. I think, in my opinion, yeah, big up Red Camp. I hope you will, mate. In my opinion, I think the league is done. But we will see. We will see. Rodri and Bernardo untouchable, control every phase of defense and attack. Yes, Bernardo was really, really good in that on Saturday, and he's been very good in the last 2 games. In the final, he was unplayable, and yesterday, I think he kind of is trying to redeem himself from getting himself sent off against Real Madrid. So I don't think he's been too bad this season. I think we've seen better from Bernardo, but at the same time, age is catching up. It's catching up on him. So, and it's his last season. It's going to be missed, man. Yeah, it's been one of the kind. Rodri was really good, to be fair. I think he was getting outrun quite a bit without the ball. But listen, he's just trying to get in his best form. So couple doubles seems a minimum now. Pep cannot lose to that P. Nah. Yeah. I hear you now, because it seems like every time he's faced a new manager this season, he seems to be struggling, hasn't he? Like West Ham, Nuno Espirito Santo, new manager, couldn't win. Forest, new manager, couldn't win. Arbeloa, new manager, couldn't win. Was that Michael Carrick, new manager, couldn't win. Chelsea, under 21s manager, he couldn't win. He seems to struggle against new managers. And that's Southampton manager. He just walked into the door because they sacked the old manager. Because Southampton was fighting relegation at one point. They start the season pretty poor, Southampton, in the Championship. They just kind of start finding. They got a new manager, and I think they are 15 games unbeaten. I think they sit in, is it 7th, because they playing Portsmouth. I think they play Portsmouth on a weekend. Is it Portsmouth they play? Yeah, Coventry is first, then Millwall. Millwall is currently 0-0 against Norwich. Yeah, I think Southampton's trying to get into the playoffs. So by the time we play them, they currently sit in 7th in the table. They're not that far off, you know. They are they 8 points behind first. Right. No, they're 1 point behind the playoff. They still got a game to play. When is this fixture against? When do we play Southampton? Does anyone know? When do we play Southampton, man? 25th of April. So in a couple of weeks' time. So they'll be playing Bristol City at home 3 days before. And then they'll play Ipswich Town 3 days after. It looks like yeah. Now we should beat them, bro. We should beat them. I mean, we've got nothing else to play for. Well, it depends what favors we get from Arsenal. But we've got a big game against Chelsea that we need to put it right, because we cannot afford to draw or lose that game. So we need to make sure we win our next game. Domestic treble is a bonus. Bro, domestic treble, if we win the domestic treble, man, it's a massive season, bro. Massive season. All things considered, bro. Come on, man. First time crosses, seriously underrated. Yeah, man. We don't do that often, bro. How many times you seen like players like Savio? They hesitate to cross the first time. Like they take it ages on the ball, man. And then one thing I need to say, yeah. I know a lot of people might agree, right? We need whoever is our set piece coach, yeah. We need to sack him, right? And I mean it, because why is it acceptable that our corners are this bad? Like, bro, we are awful at corners. I know we've never been great, but at least we were. Remember when we used to have Laporte, even with Vardy on the pitch? We seem this season when we had Vardy on the pitch, we seem to take the corners well. But we got Gay, Haaland, Gustinov, right? Who else is there? We've got Rodri, another 6 foot plus player, right? And yet, our corners either doesn't beat the first man or is straight to the goalkeeper. Brother, when I see Doku attempting to take corners, and on the other side, I'm seeing Bernardo trying to take corners, bro, it's mental, man. Absolute mental. Whoever's the set piece coach here, just sack him, man. We got Marvin. I want to ask you, as I know a lot of people want Kusanovs to start over Diaz, which I understand, but at the same time, had Diaz put a foot wrong this season? No, Not really. I think there's been it's been very good this. I think it's been all right this season. However, what the this team lacks and what we've been seems to struggle is this season is defending transition and defending counters. So what they lacks at this moment in time is pace. Right? If you play Gay, he's not fast. Yeah, we've seen Gay now. He's not fast at all. So if you're playing Gay and Diaz, then that means you have got any pace at the back. That means you're relying on Nunes to bail you out, or your left back, which is 1 minute is alright, the next minute is ignore it. So the reason why we want Kusanov at the back is because he's got the pace. Do you know what I mean? A foot race with Kusanov, yeah, you can put any forward in there. You can put Mbappe in there. Yeah, I believe every City fan will back Kusanov to win it. With Diaz, on the other hand, it's different. Do you know what I mean? That Salah chance that he had, if that was Diaz wouldn't be able to actually catch him. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think Diaz has been bad this season. I think he's been quite all right, to be fair. He's been defending well the box. But I just feel like after that, I think was it Newcastle? Yeah, it was the Newcastle when he got a yellow for pulling the Scouser lad. What was it? What's his name? Anthony Gordon. I think since that Newcastle game, we kind of saw right. That's why Pep in the second half, as soon as the second half kicked off, he was like, "Nah, I'm putting Kusanov in there because we're getting done in the counter." So it's nothing against Diaz. I don't think he's made any mistakes this season. No, he has been making mistakes. I don't think none of them cost us game. I remember he made one against Palace. He gave the ball away at the edge of our box. He also did one against Leeds at home, and one against Real Madrid. But none of them resulted in a goal. In fact, he scored a brilliant goal, Diaz, from outside the box. But at the same time, if you're playing a Gehi, then you need to play Kusanov next to him. That's why Diaz and Vardio, they had an understanding because Vardio had the pace and the build up in him, and Diaz was just positioning. So you can't really play Diaz and Gehi, man. They're just not compatible, man. There's no chemistry in them. There's not like a relationship in there. They're both similar type of players, if that makes sense. Just the energy around me has been odd. Yeah. I think you just is like I think it's because of obviously. To be fair to Diaz, I think the way we've managed Diaz last season was really poor. We asked Diaz to play at Anfield when he was not fit. Yeah. He came, yeah, he played at Anfield. We lost 2-0, but he was making loads of blocks. But at the same time, that game, we asked Ake to play and Diaz. They were both not fit. That's why the very next game they were out. And I think Diaz has been getting quite a lot of injuries recently is because of last season, right? Last season, I think Pep rushed him back to play, and he's just not been the same. He's not been the same. But yeah, but football is evolving, man. Football is changing. I think you kind of need pace at the back these days, don't you? Big up, Governor. Happy Easter, my mate. What did you think of Trafford? He was really, really good, Trafford. I don't think we would have scored the first goal if Donnarumma was in goal. I think the way he was distributing the ball, even under pressure, was really, really good. And yeah, and there was one this like, well, yeah, the one Nunes, as if he tried to do the Trivela thing to Nunes, yeah. He was really, really good on the ball, man, I must say. And well, the penalty shootout, we always knew Trafford was really good on penalties. Even when he was at the academy, he was always good on penalties. So yeah, I think Trafford is knocking on the door. He's knocking on the door, definitely, for that number one spot. So it's now down to the manager. And I'm gonna put you the question to everyone in the chat, right? Do you keep the same team against Chelsea, i.e. keeping Trafford in goal, or would you keep the same team and put Donnarumma in goal? Because at the end of the day, it now is down to Pep. There is no point of the fans having a go at players when the manager is the one who's decided who plays. So yeah, I personally would keep the same team. They're winning football matches, they're defending well, they're playing good football. So if they ain't broken, don't fix it. Yeah, he's mental, bro. He's mad. He's mental. I like Kusanov, man. I like Kusanov. Beating Arsenal in the final has damaged them mentally. Do you think? Ooh. I think what Arsenal is facing currently is fatigue. Right? I watched Arsenal against PSV in the Champions League. I think that was probably game week 4, game week 5. And then I think I made a stream afterwards and I said it. These guys, they will burn out at the end of the season because against PSV, it was on the 92nd minute, right? PSV was attacking, and I saw Saka and Trossard. They were tracking back. They were running, yeah, just to defend. And I said that because they were throwing buds on the line for every shot, and they were playing for clean sheets rather than playing for get the result, move on to the next game. They were playing for the occasion. They will concentrate. Oh, let's not consider any shot on target and whatnot. And I said it. You guys are going to burn out at the end of the season. And what's happening is they're all dropping like flies. A lot of the injuries, and they start catching up on them. And I think Declan Rice. Even I was watching. I was at the final, Wembley, and I said it. Declan Rice he couldn't run. He was injured. He was playing injured, and they are going to be playing a lot of players that are injured because they haven't got anyone else. They talk about their big squad or the best squad in Europe, yeah, and yet when it comes to beat Southampton, they will say, "Oh, we haven't got our best players on the pitch." Well, 2 months ago, you were saying that your second team would finish top 4 in the Premier League. Now, you ask your second team to be a championship side. You were on about injuries, that you didn't have your main players on the pitch. How can your second team finish top 4 in the Premier League, yet can't beat Southampton in the championship? Do you know what I mean? It's not adding up, is it? It's not over. What are we doing here? Do you think? I think it's over, bro. I think we will drop more points, and I think because I don't know, man. I just feel like the damage was done against Forest, in my opinion, and the West Ham game was just the pinnacle. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Bro, I swear to God, yeah, I don't think Pep likes Turkey. Czech is a mad one. Do you know what I mean? It does. Turkey is the reason why we pay the money that we pay to watch football. Do you know what I mean? There's so many robots these days on the football pitch that is unbelievable, man. They just run the ball. Turkey is just a joy to watch. Savio came on. and ran the part of play twice. One for a throw in, the other one for a goal kick. It's like he came on different hairstyle. That's the fourth hairstyle this season. Well, more hairstyle than more. He's had more hairstyles than fucking goals this season. So he came on for. I think he came on in the 70th minute. For 25, yeah, 65, 20, 70, around there. He came on for 25 minutes and he's done nothing. Do you know what I mean? He's done nothing. And he'll be coming on more often. I said it before, Savio, from now until the end of the season, Savio will be playing more minutes than Foden. Because Pep likes him. Do you know what I mean? Never has 9 I mean, so doubt. Bro, even our game in hand, we don't even know when we're gonna play our game in hand. The Burnley game is now being moved because of the FA Cup, and Crystal Palace is still in a Conference League, so we don't know when we're gonna be playing that game in hand. By the time we play our game in hand, the gap might be bigger. I do think there's a few twists and turns in the run in, but does that for both teams or just for one? Yeah, I think is it just me, or do you guys also agree that I think it's best for Arsenal to get past Sporting? I want them to beat Sporting, but I want them to play this tie at extra time. I want them to beat them, but play the second leg, shall I say, in 120 minutes. I want them to win it so they can go for the next game, the next to the semi-finals and get slapped by Barcelona. But I want them to have more games to play because I feel like their squad is cracking up, and I feel if they play the more games, I think they will just start. Everyone will just start getting injured. So yeah, we'll see. We are flying. We only won 2 games, man. We are flying. We are flying. We only won 2 games, bro. We got slapped by Real Madrid 5-1. And the Rags were 8 points in front with 5 games to go, and we still caught them. Yeah, but we had a game in hand that season. I remember we had a game in hand. And then we had the game in hand, and they still had to play us at our ground. We won 1-0. Vincent Company header from corner. Yeah. But I hear, yeah. But at the same time, yeah, look at the team we had then. Back then we had a lot of game changers. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of what people think about Edin Dzeko, he was a game changer. He was a bit inconsistent at the time, but every time he was scoring goals. Balotelli coming off the bench, he was scoring goals. He was making the difference. Then you had Tevez and Aguero. Do you know what I mean? You had David Silva. You had Sami Nasri. Who else you had then? So you kind of had quite a lot of players in the attack that could make the difference. If Haaland's having a day off, or Semenyo, then who else is going to score goals in that attack? Savio? Doku? Really? Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of different, man. Even if we had our treble season squad, I would be optimistic. At least I would sit there like, okay, we can bring Alvarez off the bench. We can bring Mahrez off the bench if it needs be. Do you know what I mean? Got Gundo, got KDB. So we have quite a lot of game changes, bro. We were 2-0 down against Villa, and KDB just decided to lace his boot, and it was like, yo, we're not losing now. Gundo in the back post, How many of our midfielders run to the back post for the tapping? None of them. They're all camping outside the box, man. I don't think. My main listen. It's possible, but I think our current team just doesn't have that moment of magic in them. Just we need a player that can step up, man. All right, we need the KDB, we need the Gunda, we need the Mares. We just don't have that, bro. Semenyo's been all right, but Semenyo's been on and off this season, hasn't it? Ain't on yet. Yeah, I heard you, bro. Pep did say this season we don't spend a lot of time on corners. He doesn't prioritize in them. So, bro, you have to, bro. When your team is struggling to create chances of scoring goals, you kind of have to find a way to other means to score a goal, either from a free kick, which we haven't got any free kick takers in this squad. Right, let's face it. Alvarez is gone. KDB is gone. Even David Silva and Mahrez, they're all gone. Who takes the free kicks in this squad? No one. No one can shoot, bro. No one can shoot. No one can cross. Bro, you kind of have to start doing perhaps start training more corners on the training ground, man, because might end up needing, man. Especially, bro, you've got so many tall players in the squad and none of them can head the ball. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, bro. The defense is. It feels like the defense now is just Kusanov. Do you know what I mean? I don't think Gay has been good since Liverpool away. It's been a bit. It's been a bit shaky. He looks a bit out of position sometimes. But listen, we're not gonna get much into Gay because at the end of the day, he just arrived. He's been here for 2 months. 2.5 months. So he's a new signing. We always give time to the new signings to settle in. He hasn't even got a house in Manchester yet, I don't think. So we're not getting much into Gay. Let's just let him settle in. Diaz almost fighting for top shot against Gay and Naki. Diaz got left out against West Ham because there were rumors that there was a fight after Real Madrid which involved Diaz. And then when we played West Ham, he got benched, didn't he? And I don't think he started against Real Madrid in the second leg. Oh, was he injured then in the second leg? I can't remember. Josko's returning. Yeah. Well, he got injured against Chelsea, so he was 3 months out. But I don't think Josko Vardy is going to be playing any games until May. You know what City's like with the players, so they take their own time. For Chelsea, Don comes in. That's it, right? Same team. Say Blue Moon. Yeah. Good afternoon, Ash. So we're gonna be talking now about this FA Cup draw. Wembley. We'll be playing Southampton. Who I think will be playing the home kit. And Chelsea Leeds. Leeds United. So Southampton, I think we can definitely beat them. It won't be easy. I think it's never easy in the cup semi-final. But we have the opportunity to go out there and win the FA Cup. In the last 4 seasons, the last 3 seasons we've been in FA Cup 3 times. We've been to the final 3 times. We won 1, we lost the last 2 against United and Palace. So yeah, we see. I don't think we've won that many FA Cup on the Pep. We won 2 on the Pep. Yeah, 2 FA Cups. We won 1 against Watford. Yeah, and 1 in the treble season. Yeah, with Watford 1 was like 7-1, 6-1. Yeah, bro, around that. Yeah. So we have to win. We can't. We have to get into a final, and we need to make sure we win that final. We cannot go 3 finals of the FA Cup. We cannot lose 3 finals in a row in the FA Cup. It's just, we can't. We simply can't, man. Do you know what I mean? What's going on with the in that? Do you know what I mean, bro? Mush, is he staying? Is he playing? I don't know. I don't think with us being playing one game a week, I don't think he's changing the team that much. I think he'll keep the same team. But yeah, we've got a chance to win the cup double, and I think we can. And I said that earlier the stream. If you look back, yeah, when we got knocked out by Real Madrid, and not even that. At the start of the season, we were kind of like, yeah, we can win the Premier League. Then after losing to United, I think we all felt like we may not win any trophies, but having the chance to win a cup double in the season where we are going through a transition, I think it can be quite remarkable in any ways. But yeah, Bernardo Silva, it's been reported by Pep Linders said that he this is going to be his last season. He's leaving. We seem to quite this is probably the 4th captain leaving. It feels like every time a player gets the captain armband, the very next summer they leave the club. But let's talk about Bernardo Silva. He's definitely going to go down as a Man City legend, regardless of what people think. You guys know my opinion on Bernardo. I think he's been quite poor the last 2-3 seasons, but he's been all right this season. I must say he's not been fantastic, but it's been much better than last season. And he's a player that always gave 110% on the pitch. Always run more than everyone. Always seems to put himself about. Never got any injuries concern. Do you know what I mean? And we've seen over the years players missing out quite good chunk of the season, like KDB, for example. But Bernardo Silva has been always the player that has always been available. Do you know what I mean? He's been here for 9 years, and we will look back at Bernardo Silva 9 years tenure at his football club as a moment of joy. He brought us a lot of joy, Bernardo. I remember probably one of his best goal was when we played Villa at Villa Park. A good play from Mahrez, laid the ball off to Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus put a cross in there, and Bernardo Silva just first time bang. Ever since we signed him, he's just been unbelievable, an unbelievable players. And let's look at like what Bernardo. I think his stats in terms of goals and assists has dropped quite significantly the past few seasons. I think that was the main thing that was very, very critical of Bernardo. But at the same time, he got to an age where it's kind of understandable. His role in the team's changed quite slightly. In his first years at the club, he was playing more sort of as a winger, a right winger. Then the last 2 seasons, he's been playing a bit more central, asked to do a bit more in terms of off the ball. He's not being as creative as he used to, but at the same time, he's been a very good player for us, and he will go down as one of our greatest players to ever play for this football club. 9 years, and winning the amount of trophies that he won is remarkable. And all I can say to Bernardo is just thanks for your service at the club. I might be, perhaps I was a bit too harsh with him this season and last season, call him a disgrace and whatnot. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I think he will go down as Premier League legend, definitely. Yeah, every time you think about Bernardo Silva, you think about the games against Liverpool, you think about the games against United, you think about the games against Real Madrid, games against Bayern Munich. When you think about Bernardo Silva, you always seem to think about the big games. Do you know what I mean? He's a big game player. Do you know what I mean? And to find these sort of players is really, really rare. And it's now down to the club, Viana, and everyone in the recruitment department to make sure he's replaced accordingly. You might not get the same player, but there's a lot of players out there that can come in and do the job. Do you know what I mean? So it's our job now to make sure we get a player that will put just as much amount of work in big games. I'm not being against Watford, not against West Ham, not against Sunderland. No. Big games, yeah, that he will a player that can put his body on the line in big games. Liverpool, Man United, Champions League games. Do you know what I mean? And that's a player that Bernardo Silva was for Manchester City Football Club. And listen, I've been very harsh on him at times, but rightly so. He wasn't performing for the amount of money he was on. But at the same time, I'm man enough to admit that he was a very good player. Bernardo Silva, on his first season, 17-18, that was probably one of his worst season. Yeah, I feel like there's quite a lot there with the few signings. I remember Gundo wasn't good in his first season when he came in. Even Rodri was poor. We were calling him Podri because he was just poor. Do you know what I mean? Bernardo was the same. Yeah, I think when it comes, there's quite a lot of players under Pep. They always need a season to settle in, and especially he was coming from a French league to a Premier League. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of hard for him. But his first season was poor. His second season, I think he's done much better. His first season, he's got 2 Premier League goals. Yeah. His second season, he's got 7 Premier League goals, 7 assists, 4 Champions League goals, 2 assists, 2 FA Cup goals, 3 assists, 13 goals, and 13 assists in all comps. That was when he started playing 400 minutes because his first season he played less than, I think he played just about 3,000, not 400. So he played not just below 3,000. He plays 280. No, 2.8 thousand. So yeah, that was the season where he played the least amount of games out of every single season. The rest of them, right, he was just unplayable. He was playing every single game. Do you know what I mean? Like 36 Premier League games, he only missed 2. 8 Champions League. That was when we got knocked out by Liverpool. Yeah, well, we got knocked out by Liverpool in that season. Was it that season? No, that was the Tottenham seat. That was Tottenham. This was Liverpool. Aye. Because that was the Centurion season. We got knocked out by Liverpool in the Champions League in the quarterfinals. This was Tottenham. Yeah. The Aguero missed the penalty, a handball from that Spanish Lorente and whatnot. Even this season, see, 18-19, 4,000 minutes, right? 7 goals, 7 assists, 13 GAs. How many GAs did he got in 17-18? I can't. 19. Wow. Do you know what I mean? It's quite unbelievable, man. See, 19-20. We got to a Champions League final that season against Chelsea. He lost. He didn't play much in that Champions League campaign, did he? Oh yeah, that was the season where the Barcelona's rumors start coming out. He wanted to go Barcelona after that season, after the Champions League final. This season, 2021. Who did we lose against? That? Oh no, that was the cup. That was the that was 2021 was the Chelsea one, wasn't it? Chelsea final. Wait. Oh, that was Leon. What? That was COVID. COVID was Leon. Oh man. Sterling, man. Sterling against Leon. Sterling, Edison, Fernandinho, and Garcia, Laporte. Paul against Leon. Oh my days. Edison couldn't catch a ball. Laporte and Eric Garcia can't defend. Couldn't defend for shit. And I think that was the season where Pep kind of dropped the bullets with Laporte. I think then the following season he was injured quite a lot. And in the treble season he lost his place. We had Fernandinho right back, remember? Because Roger was playing midfield. Fernandinho right back that season. Oh, mate. And then 2021, we lost to Chelsea in the final. We were having, bro, that Champions League campaign, when you look back, yeah, I know Bernardo Silva scored 5 goals, 9 assists. He dropped quite a lot that season. But when you look back, yeah, the way we beat Dortmund, we were quite lucky, to be fair, in that game, because that Jude Bellingham goal should have stood. It wasn't a foul at all. That goal on Anderson on it was foul. Yeah, the referee gave a foul on Edison, but it wasn't a foul. We got quite lucky there. But that PSG game, bro, Phil Foden in that game, Foden and Mahrez, bro, it was min. That was a good game. 21-22, brother. That Real Madrid game, yeah. Oh man, the 3-1 we lost, yeah. Even the 4-3, we missed a lot of chances in them 4-3. Remember that game? The Atletico Madrid game, it was just a war. It was just a war, man. But Bernardo done well in that season. 13 goals, 7 assists, 20 GAs in 50 games. Yeah. He always played over 40 games plus, apart from his first season. Treble season, he didn't play much in the treble season. He played 55 games. He played all the Champions League games. Yeah, 13 of them. He played 34 league games. 5 FA Cups. 2 Carabao Cups. Did he play against Southampton? Because that season we lost in the Carabao Cup to Southampton, didn't we? We got knocked out quite early by Southampton away. But yeah, see that from Leipzig, he played every knockout game, 90 minutes of every knockout game. Leipzig away, Leipzig at home, Bayern Munich at home, Bayern Munich away, Real Madrid away, Real Madrid at home, and Inter in the final. Bro, it was mad. Like, even you can go back to the Premier League. 90 minute, 90 minute, 90 minute, 90 minute. Oh, he was available in every single game. Aye. Every single game, the guy was there, ready to play football. Do you know what I mean? We have players like fucking Stones. He comes in, play 2 games, never to be seen. He comes in, play Wolves, play Tottenham, play Brighton, and after that, 2 months out, 3 months out, you don't see him again. Do you know what I mean? But Bernardo Silva has been he puts himself available to every single game. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. It's mad. Even the 4 in a row season, nearly 4,000 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, nearly 4,000 minutes. Yeah, he was injured at the start of the season, but he only missed a few games. I mean, he missed 1 against Newcastle, and he missed a couple of games against Forest and Wolves. That was when we played Kovacic and Nunes in midfield, and then he was just available for every game, man, every single game, bro. He's been a great servant, man. He's been a great servant of the club, man. He's going to be missed. Is he going to Barcelona? Maybe. Yeah. That was last season. Last season, yeah, when we had a very poor season and most of our team were out with injuries. Akanji, Ake, KDB, Rodri, Diaz, even Haaland. Haaland missed in the second half of the season. He missed March. He missed. I think he missed Feb and March. He came back in April. Right. He came back at the end of April when Marmoush start scoring goals. Right. KDB wasn't there. We had quite a lot of injuries last season, but Bernardo Silva was the only one that was available to play every game. He was poor. It was shocking in most of them, but at least he was there. So now, man, big up Bernardo, 100% legend. Won't be another Bernardo. Yeah, we won't find another one, but at the same time, life goes on, and it's now down to the club to find the right replacement, because we haven't replaced Gundo. We haven't really replaced KDB. We haven't replaced Mahrez. Are you telling me that Mahrez's replacement is Savio because he wears the number 26? Behave. Come on, man. What are we doing here? We need to find a proper replacement to these players, man. Savio is not good enough to be Mahrez. Bro, when you watch Mahrez and people have the audacity to say Savio is all right, you've watched Mahrez, bro. You've watched Sané, and you're telling me Savio is all right? Come on, man. What are we doing here? Yeah, hard to replace. You're not wrong. Right, I'm bloody thirsty. Right, I'm gonna open a can of beer. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Oh. Right, let me message. One sec. That's worse. Right. Oh. Why is he always drinking on streams? Good one, because I can, because I want to. Yeah, that was it in Villa at Villa Park. What a goal, man! What a goal, and what a kit that was. Remember that kit, the white one? Oh man, what a kit that was. We had some good kits over the years, but that one was probably one of the best one. The treble season home kit, and the away kit was awful. Is that the yellow one? No. The black one, we had the black one on the treble season, but that away kit, yeah, that we had when he scored that goal was one of my favorite ones. I don't think he's underrated. I think there's quite a lot of fan. Most of us in the fan base we rate him. I don't think he's, when you say underrated, you mean like outside Man City, like the rival fan base. The rival fan base thinks it shouldn't really be your concern, man. You think about the Guard of Honor? Ooh, what do you mean? Oh, against Liverpool. Yeah, he hates Liverpool, bro. He can't stand them. Yeah. I think in terms of shithousery, I think Czech is going to be like Bernardo. Do you know what I mean? Just don't give a fuck about anyone. And we need that in the team. Yeah. Liverpool fans, they were losing their minds, yeah. They were losing their minds. I think because we slapped them in that game, but they were more. They divert that defeat to look at Bernardo. They start hating Bernardo Silva from that moment onwards, haven't they? If Bernardo had a statue, he should be holding that cup of coffee. Nah, yeah. I don't think he's gonna get a statue, but yeah. I think I don't even think KDB is gonna get one. I think these guys will just go down as a legend, but you can't build a statue for every player, bro. It's a football club, not a museum, man. Pep will force Bernardo to extend. Nah, Bernardo's gone. And my fear is, I always said it, yeah. I've always been adamant that Bernardo would get a 1-year extension because Pep wants to stay. But if Bernardo Silva is leaving, that tells me that Pep is leaving at the end of the season. Yeah, because Pep likes Bernardo, and I don't see Pep managing this team without having his Benedicti. Benedicti, guys. He's gone, mate. Yeah, he is alien. He's gone. Best attacking defender. Best attacking defender. Bro. Yeah, it was against Lyon, bro. Bro, open goal, yeah, open net, yeah, and he somehow managed to put that ball over the bar. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, how we missed Samara's output? Yeah, you've got Savio, mate. You've got Savio, bro. You've got Savio. He's number 26 for a reason. He's a left foot for a reason, and he's skinny for a reason. Right? Let's have a look at Mahrez. Mahrez stats. Let's have a look at Mahrez stats. Right. Mahrez last season was the treble season. All right. All right, let's look at Mahrez's first season when we signed him, which was 18-19 Mahrez stats. Savio. Bro, Savio is a scrub, man. Honestly. Right, Savio is shit. The guy is shit, bro. Don't let these Brazilian fans tell you otherwise. Silva is crap. I'm telling you, he's shit. This is Mahrez's first season when we signed him. 12 goals, 12 assists. 12 goals, 12 assists. Going the very next season, 1920. All right. Right, this is loading. It might just take quite a while. What's going on with this? Right, 1920. So first season, 12 goals, 12 assists. 1920, 13 goals, 16 assists. That's 29 GAs. Third season, 24 GAs. Second season, 29 GAs. All right, goals and assists. His third season was 2021. Yeah. He played less, yet he still registered. All right. That is 23 goals and assists. Always double-digit goals, brother. Always double-digit in goals. Always. Bro, look at this season. 21-22. All right. Look at this season. All right. This was the season before the treble. 24 goals. 24 goals. And we're here praising Doku for scoring 1 goal. Oh my God, amazing season for Doku. He scored 1 Premier League goal. He's got 1 Premier League goal. Drop at the shoulder. Dribbling. He always does that. Dribbling. 1 goal. Look at Mahrez. 24 goals across all competition. Double digit in the league. Yeah. 7 goals in the Champions League, which is not easy to score. All right. 4 goals in the FA Cup, 2 goals in 2 games in the Carabao Cup. 24 goals and 9 assists. That's 33 GAs. Treble season. What were you looking at? 15 goals, 13 assists. Again, 28 GAs. See? Always over the 20s GAs. Always over 22. Right? This was the standards from our wingers. Right. Let's have a look at the shimmies. Right. Let's have a look at the shimmies. The step overs. Oh. The so-called, oh my God, Doku is amazing. Right. Let's have a look at this stats, shall we? Let's have a look at this stats. Right. Let's go Savio. Right. Let's go Savio first. Right. Let's go Savio. Right. This guy's a scrub. This guy is a scrub. Right. He's wearing Mahrez's number. Really? Forget about Doku. Let's go to this Brazilian. Yeah. This guy is not a Brazilian footballer. Right. This guy is Peruvian. Either he's Peruvian or he is from Puerto Rico. As Trump would say, Puerto Rico. Right? His debut season, he actually had some decent amount of assists. That was in La Liga. He scored 11 goals and 11 assists in all comps. Right? That was in La Liga. His debut season, his assisting stats was quite good. 10 assists in the league, which was very good for the late season. 3 goals. 1 in each competition. 1 in the Champions League, 1 in the Premier League, 1 in the Club World Cup, which was in the summer. Just gone. All right. So basically 2 goals, but let's give him the 1 in the Club World Cup. 3 goals. 3 goals. And the assist stat is very good. In his debut season, 13 assists is quite good. For someone who just came in. But what we lack in this team is goals. Right? That was his debut season. Because the reason why I say goals, right? Last season, we lost Alvarez, who was guaranteeing us 18 goals minimum a season, despite being a squad player. The season before, we lost Mahrez. So we lost a player that was guaranteeing us 22 goals in the system minimum every season. We replaced with Doku. Then we went out there, we lost Alvarez, we brought in Savio. So we lost 2 goal scorers. We lost one of them, he was a creator. And in terms of goals, we brought in 2 wingers that can't score. Do you know what I mean? So, brother. Well, you can't say Savio. Big up Jada. We can't say Savio. Was never a goal scorer. When it's following the season before at Girona, he scored 11 goals. How is it at Girona you scored 11 goals and at Man City you can't score more than 1? How is that possible? And we're gonna get into Doku stats in a minute. Right. But how is that possible? Right, this season, to be fair to Savio, he's been injured quite a lot. He's only played 1,200 minutes. He's played 1,200 minutes in there, which is it's not much really. But he's been injured quite a lot. 17 appearances, no goals, 2 assists. 17 appearances in the Champions League, no goals, 1 assist. 1 FA Cup, 2 appearances in the FA Cup, 1 goal, which was a lucky goal, right? Because he didn't even believe it, he scored a goal. And 2 in a Carabao Cup, which was one was against Huddersfield. The other one, I can't remember what the other one was. Let me see. Carabao. I know one was against Huddersfield. Brentford. That's it. Brentford, the 2-0 at home. Right. No Premier League goals this season. No Champions League goals. How are we accepting this? Why are we accepting these sort of standards from our wingers? No Premier League goal all season. Do you know what I mean? This is Rico Lewis standards. Let's have a look at Doku. Let's have a look at Doku. Doku stats. Doku, Jeremy Doku, guys. All right, let's have a look at Doku. 12 assists this season. It's all right. Debut season, 7 goals, and we're gonna do Jack Grealish one. Big up Jay that. We're gonna do a Jack Grealish one. Big up Jay. We're gonna do a Jack Grealish one as well. Because I love Jack Grealish, even though just because I love him, his numbers wasn't up there, but people also can say that Jack Grealish was never the guy to score a lot of goals. So Doku, debut season, 7 goals, 11 assists. That's quite good. 19 GAs. Oh, 18, sorry. That's quite good for a debut season. I've got no complaints on that. 3 Premier League goals, 1 Champions League goal, 2 FA Cup goals, and that when you think about that, that is 17 GAs for us, because one of the goals was in League One, because Doku came in. The packet, I think, came in August. Yeah, he came in end of August. End of August. I remember. So last season, he had 8 goals, 9 assists. So he had 17 GAs. So he went from 16 to 1 extra GA. Right? That's not good enough, man. Not good enough. Not good enough. This season, where he told us, you haven't seen the best of me, right? You've seen the best of me. 1 Premier League goal, 1 Champions League goal, 1 FA Cup, 1 Carabao Cup. 3 goals the entire season. That's not good enough, man. 3 goals. This is his 3rd season. This is his 3rd season. He's 17 GAs. So first season was 16 GAs. Second season was 17. This season he's on 15. It looks like he's probably gonna get 17, max 18. If he's lucky. Bro, that's not good enough, man. 1 Premier League goal. You want to win a title, and your winger is scoring 1 Premier League goal. 1. Do you know what I mean? So, bro, he needs to get more into the. He told us, yeah, at the start of the season, he told us he wants to get more in the box and whatnot. Is the instruction from the manager that he needs to be, because Doku, and if you go back to the start of the season, this season, he was playing more central. He kind of went more like creative in a way. He was playing the balls through to Haaland and whatnot. But at the start of this year, he's been asked to, I think he's going back to just hold the width, because in the last 2 games, if you look at the last 2 games, ever since Nick O'Reilly was playing go back and left back, Nick O'Reilly has been like getting to that drop into midfield, and Doku was just staying out wide. But still, right? Even now, you have to get into the box, man. You have to make the runs on the far post. Semenyo does it. Semenyo does it. It's not like the manager not telling you to not go into the box. You have to have, bro. You see the thing. You can criticize Sterling for missing a lot of chances, but Sterling has a sense of goal. Do you know what I mean? Bro, come on, man. Even Mahrez was holding out the width sometime, but Mahrez, he had a sense of goal, man. Take on players, shoot, cut inside, shoot. Every time Duck seems to attempt to have a shot, yeah, he always hit the person in front of him. He never hit the target. Unbelievable. Right. Let's have a look at our friend, one of my favorite players, Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish. Yeah, make sure you with the lights up. Yeah, obviously Savio is one that is faltering. I still have hope for him. Yeah. Listen, this season I think the injuries on Savio, we need to take that into account. He's been in and out of the team. He's struggling to find any sort of consistency. Because he was injured in the summer. Then he got injured again. And he's struggling to find any sort of rhythm. So I think this season it's fair to kind of give him a pass in a way. But at the same time, when you're coming on and you run the ball play twice, yeah, it's not good, man. You can't be doing that. So, this is when we signed Jack Grealish, 21-22 season. 6 goals. Wow. 10 assists, 10 GAs. That's less than bloody that's less than Savio first season, and that's less than Doku. Because Savio first season, he had 15, 14, I think 14, 16, so around that. He only had 10. Jack Grealish. His second season was the treble season. I think it was more down to, 16 GAs. That was his highest. That's the same as Doku's second season. But he scored 5 Premier League goals, 7 assists. He was quite good in that season, Jack Grealish. That was the 4 in a row. 6 GAs. That's not good, man. That's not good. That's not good, bro. 1 assist in the Premier League. I'm gonna laugh. No goals in the Champions League. Nah. We need to sort the wingers, man, because at the same time, right? When you look back to our team, right? Our wingers were scoring goals, but our midfielder was also scoring goals. KDB, Gundo, even David Silva, they were scoring goals, right? But this time around, because our midfielders are not scoring goals, they don't score much. Roger doesn't. I can't remember last time Roger scored. Bernardo doesn't score much these days. Cherky, it just start getting regular minutes in the first team. Foden has fallen off a cliff. Who else is there? Reinders. I like Reinders. Reinders is my guy. I like Reinders. I'll give Reinders a pass. But yeah, we just not seems to have many goals coming from midfield. Not even creativity. Well, we seem to create more from midfield ever since that Cherky is been playing into that number 10 position. But even before that, we always, if you look back at that, the games we've dropped points this year, 2026, Chelsea, West Ham, Brighton, United, Forest, there was nothing coming from midfield. It was just balls go out wide to Doku. Doku does little step overs, attempt to put a cross in the box, it gets blocked. And if your midfielders are not getting goals or not creating, then you kind of have to rely on either your striker or your wingers. But the wingers are not delivering either. So, brother, Pep, Viana, whoever is in charge, this summer, they need to fix up big time, man. We need to fix up big time. Savio and Doku, they were both project players with limited end product. But that's the problem, man. That's the problem. Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna sell Alvarez, you gotta make sure you replace those numbers. If you're selling Mahrez because he's 32 now, he's fit. They offering us 30 million from Saudi. Let's take it. You gotta make sure you replacing those numbers, at least close to that, because you're gonna need it. Listen, when Alvarez left, to be fair play to Foden, he stepped up that season, but last season we kind of saw the cracks. We got Sparkles. He said I needed some background noise. Turn on the stream. Keep hearing the same generic stuff from 12 months ago. Whatsoever. What do you mean of football understanding? Wingers who hold the width don't get much over 12 GAs. Well, that's not true. That's not factually true, is there? We had wingers who hold up the width. Mahrez was holding up the width quite a lot, but he was getting goals and assists. I don't know which football you want about. Yeah, I've done Grealish, bro. Grealish is my guy, but yeah, not good enough from him. Not good enough at the end of the day. Always managed to do it 21, 23. Well, I don't buy this age thing, bro. I don't buy. I genuinely listen, I don't buy this age thing, man. Nah. Age is not for me, bro. Age is not for me. Because at the end of the day, all right, look at Phil Foden. He's 25. He's 25. He's just falling off a cliff massively. Age, bro. I don't do this age thing. It's not for me. Either you're good or you're not. All this thing about let's wait. He's only 21. Maybe when he's 23, 24, he's gonna get better. Nah, it's nah. The way football is going, right? These players, they don't even reach that. Most of them, they're not even reaching the top level. Either you're good, bro, or you're not. Do you honestly believe that Silva is going to get better in 2 years' time, bro? The guy can't even shoot, man. All right, Doku went to Ghana, got baptized and whatnot. Didn't work, bro. If a priest doesn't work, do you think he's gonna work? Oh well, maybe in a couple of birthdays. I need a couple more birthdays. I'll be better. Nah. Forget it. Nah. Either you're good or you're not. Simple as that. Players closer to goal with Moshier, O'Reilly, for example, he's closer to goal, gets more. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But at the same time, I don't think Pep is telling them not to get into the box. He's closer to goal, he gets more goals. On the left. Haaland's the one making far post run. To be fair to Haaland, he's been making all sort of runs. The last 2 games, he's been being a bit more central. If you look at his hat trick, the 3rd goal he scored, he didn't even move to the far post. He was just right. He was right there in the central areas. Wait for the ball, and he put the ball in the back of the net. You can't have the same players making. You can't have 2 players making the runs. Well, that's down to the coach. So if one is making back post runs, then you need to make sure one is in the near post. Big up, Martin. Hope you well, mate. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to Spartacus as well. Really holds the width. He's been doing quite a lot, Semenyo. But it depends on the game. Some game he's been asked to hold the width, but all the games he's getting more inside. Well, to be fair to him, he's been asked to play as a 10 against Real Madrid away. So, all right, which allowed him to play Kroos. Yeah, when we were doing that, we do that in some games, but not majority of the games this season. And I think the last 2 cup games we played, Nunes has been Nunes has been the one who is not getting forward that much, but I know he got it forward a couple of times for the O'Reilly goal in the cup final. And if you look back at the penalty, that was Nunes. He got central, he take him on, he laid the ball off to O'Reilly, and O'Reilly won the penalty. But he is not going up and down that channel as often as he was. But yeah. Analogy. On the left or right is the one make those runs. Yes, that's been seemed to be the case. O'Reilly's getting to more central areas. Doku's been holding the width even more. However, even when Doku was playing a bit more central, he wasn't scoring goals. He scored against Liverpool. That was it. That was the only Premier League goal. He had the chance to get into the box. Foden was scoring goals. Foden and Doku, they were playing kind of more central, but Doku, you never see Doku in the box. Yeah, man, I told you. Cup double, man. I told you, man. It's on the card. I told you, bro. Maybe the baby treble. Who knows? You got Martin. Make sure you subscribe to the Mancunian Way. Yeah. 26, 27. I mean, what do you mean? Jack Grealish? Yeah. We signed Jack Grealish when he was 25, just turning 26. Yeah, we signed Jack Grealish summer 2021. Yeah, his first season was 2021, 2022. That missed. I think that missed against Real Madrid. Remember that miss in the knockout game when we lost 3-1. He came on off the bench. If he had scored that, maybe it could have been a different game. But yeah, I remember that. Yeah. You're not wrong there. It costs 100 million, man. It costs 100 million. But I like Grealish, man. I like Grealish. Come on, Grealish is my guy. But yeah, his output wasn't good, I must say. Yeah. To be fair, I think going to this summer, we're going to be spending a lot of money on English players. Anderson is probably going to cost 80. I don't think he's worth 8 million. I don't think he's good enough. But the fan base seems to be sexually attracted to him. So Anderson this, Anderson that. I don't think Anderson is a player for Man City. We got to give Doku and Savage some context. What context, mate? Yeah, the treble, bro, the treble. Yeah. Nah, Grealish was out once one of our best players in that treble season. Yeah. If the by a wing. It's going to be quite interesting. Right, do you not see us buying a winger? Right, let's go to the options that we have. Because if Marmoush goes in the summer, then we're definitely going to buy another attacking player. Because right now we have Grealish is on loan; he's going to be sold. On the right, on the left we only got Doku. Who else have we got there? Is Marmoush a winger? On the right we've got Xavi and Semenyo. Right. Well, we kind of replaced Oscar Bob with Semenyo. And that's it. We've got 3 wingers. That's it. Do you know what I mean? And the way things are going, with the amount of players that we kind of going to be out this summer window, I think we might need to bring some reinforcement. I just feel like we need to add more goals in the attack. We lack goals in the attack. Hopefully, Semenyo's second season can pump those numbers up, the numbers up. But yeah, I think we need another attacker, man. I just don't think Xavi is good enough to play for this football club. I just don't think it. I don't think Doku is smart enough either. I think he's got the ability to do it, but I just don't think Doku has the brain for it. Imagine you lose every league game on purpose because you feel sorry for us. No. No. Pep probably would do that. Pep loves Arteta, man. But now, I think you're gonna win the league, man. I think 9 points. The gap is way too big, bro. I know we've got a game in hand, and I know we've got a game against Hughes. In a couple of weekends. I think not this weekend, the weekend after. But I just feel like if you get a draw against us, regardless of the game in hand, I think that it's very much done. We kind of have to win against Arsenal, don't we? So, Mahrez didn't hold the whip much Yeah, he did. He did. He did hold the with quite a lot. What are you on about? The reason why you don't think that because Mahrez always has had the instinct to score goals. Mahrez liked to score goals. That's why he was getting himself involved a lot in the box. I don't think Doku likes to score goals. I know Doku likes to dribble a lot, but I don't think he likes to score goals. Savio, brother, Savio is shit, man. Savio is shit. He's crap. I can't even believe why he's still at this football club. Why is he here? Right. The guy is an embarrassment for all the Brazilian ballers we've seen in early like 2000s up until Neymar. You know what I mean? I would even take a Robinho right now. Do you know? Bro, that's how bad Savio is. Savio is shit. He worked for Semenya though. Yeah, Semenya's 20. How old is Semenya? Is it 25? I think how old is Semenya? I don't know. How old is Semenya? He's 26. He's at the right age. Yeah. He's at the right age. Semenya make the far run and the post run. Yeah, the last especially in the last games, the last two, you're right there, Spartacus. We don't need any wingers. Semenya, Doku, Savio, Makeda works for me, bro. Take Savio out of your centers, bro. Come on, man. I would rather Makeda over Savio. At least Makeda can shoot. Come on, man. Would love to see more of Makeda next season. Yeah, same. Run to the side for the purple patch and tell you this summertime for coming. Not big. What do you mean? Do you think he's gonna keep what's his name? Do you think he's gonna keep Trafford and go against Chelsea? I said that's gonna be interesting to see. Because for me, if the team if it ain't broken, don't fix it. All right. If whoever is in form, keep them in the team. It's quite simple as that, and that includes the goalkeeper. And Donnarumma has been having quite a couple of stink the last couple of games. I don't think he was good against Real Madrid, and I don't think he was good against West Ham. Against Forest, he could have done better for the first goal, the back heel goal from Gibbs White. But yeah, it looked a bit shaky. So I care more about Man City. So listen, if a team is winning, keep the same team, man. Sudoku. Yeah. At the same time, you need to get yourself more involved in. If you don't put yourself about, you won't be scoring goals. You need to put yourself about in the box, man. And Anderson, what Livermento. I don't think what Anderson is good enough. Wharton, I think if you give me a choice between them two, I would choose Wharton. Livermento, nah, not for me. Not good enough, mate. Not good enough. I think he's just being overrated. This guy. Or start using CFA players. The way I see, right, is going to next season. If we don't, let's say we win the FA Cup this season, and let's say Arsenal wins the league. If we go into next season, if Pep is here, I don't think Pep would put that much of emphasis on the youngsters or any CFA player. I think he will want to go on a high with with a Premier League title. And I think he would just go with the team that he thinks that is good enough to win the title. If we somehow win this league title this season, and Pep stays for another year, then I can see him bringing on a couple of youngsters. But if we don't, and he goes again next season, I don't think you'll be seeing that many youngsters on the pitch. O'Reilly's going to be there, but I don't think the likes of McAdoo, Eleni, and whatnot, I don't think you'll be seeing them, because I think like he probably in his head he'll probably thinking, right, it's my last season. I want to win the league title, so I just want to go with the senior players. But make up squad for homegrown quote. I think Rico Lewis is going, so kind of. I think we need to Savio. Facts, brother. Donnarumma is definitely starting. Yeah, Donnarumma is number one, so he's definitely starting. But I've not really asked, to be fair. I just want to win. Whoever's starting that game, just make sure we win. If we win the FA Cup with Trafford in goal, we're going to have some serious conversation about who should be the number one. Well, we don't really need to have this conversation, right? Because that's down to Pep. Pep decides it. Who's the number one? Pep picks the team, right? If you haven't got Donnarumma, and you need to give your head a wobble, or if you haven't got Trafford, then you need to look at yourself in the mirror. Yeah, have I got the person who's picking them? All right, because if the manager is the one who comes out in press conference and says Gigi's my number one, and you start having to go Donnarumma, not at the manager, then there must be something wrong with you, right? Because those players in that, when it's match day, none of them players pick themselves into the starting 11. Pep Guardiola decides the starting 11. The same way you accepting Nico Gino starting because Bernardo Silva and Rodri, right? And you don't question Pep's choice because you're okay with that, right? If Pep is choosing Donnarumma to be in goal, right, then you should accept it. If you've got any problem with that, have a go at Pep, right? Rather than I've seen a lot of YouTubers, Donnarumma is the issue, it's the problem, right? Rather than put your title Donnarumma is the problem, yeah, but Pep is the problem. Why is he playing Donnarumma? That's on Pep. Yeah. Well, you won't do that because you're scared of the reaction from other fans. It's just simple as that. Right? Pep picks the team. Right? If Rico Lewis starts a right back for the remaining games of the season, I'm not going to have a go at Rico Lewis. He's not the one deciding. He's not the one picking himself to the starting 11, am I? Who's picking Rico Lewis? It's very simple. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very simple. The style of play is down to the manager. Right? If the manager believes that building up from the goalkeeper is not important, that's why he's playing Donnarumma. And if it works, you give him his praise. If it doesn't work, you have a go at him. Don't have a go at players. Because at the same time, before we signed Donnarumma, even when we were linked to him, well, we all knew he can't kick a ball. Why is it a surprise for everyone? We knew that. But Pep still went out there and got the man he wanted. If it works, you praise the manager. If it doesn't work, you question the manager. It's very simple. But yeah, Yeah, we've talked on Bernardo, talking about the cup game. We haven't got in the midweek game this week. We're gonna just sat there, watch Champions League. To be fair, even if we get through, even if we had beaten Real Madrid, I don't think we would beat Bayern Munich anyway. So whatever. Then we've got Chelsea. It's not going to be an easy game. Chelsea are also out of the Champions League. They're going to have a week rest. I think what was the score? They won 7-1 against Port Vale. Or was it 7-0? I can't remember. Bayern are going to beat Bayern. What does that mean, bro? So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see how we do against Chelsea, because Arsenal playing first, and they cut if they beat Bournemouth, they'll go 12 points off top. We'll be 12 points behind by the time we play Chelsea. If we don't come out that game with 3 points, then just back it up and then look forward to a cup semi-final and just concentrate on the cups. If we don't win against Chelsea, yeah, the league. Listen, for me, the league is done anyway. For you that still believe in it, if we don't come out the Stamford Bridge with 3 points, then boy, yeah, bro, Real Madrid, they're shit, man. They're shit. They're absolute shit. We have Arsenal after that. Yeah, we do. We do. We do have Arsenal. It's good that they have a midweek game. I was about to say Madueke. Madueke is a scrub. I was watching Madueke the other in Southampton, and it kind of reminds me of Savio. Them players, yeah. If I was their manager, I would put them in the training ground for an hour, and I would have drawn a square, yeah, with white lines, and this is the pitch, right? You cannot run the ball past the white line, because they always seems to do it. I don't know how. How you're a professional footballer, yeah, and every time you come onto the pitch, you run the ball, play for a throw-in, you run the ball, play for a goal kick. You are on 80 grand a week. You don't do anything. You've got a nice house, swimming pool, probably drive nice cars, probably have a different girls every weekend, every day in your beautiful house. Like 10 out of 10 birds. Do you know what I mean? Yet comes match day, you come on and you run the bar of play. Every weekend, every time every time it comes up match day, a day before the match, you post an Instagram story, new haircut, new lines. Oh my god, new hairstyle. Comes match day, yeah, it's like you only use your head for a haircut. It's like, brother, how shit can you be like that? You cannot play football. Savio is crap. Doku's not good at it. I don't think Doku's good enough either. But at the same time, I can see even Doku trying to do something. It might work, it might not work, but it's 50-50. But when I watch Savio, yeah, he's up there with one of the worst signings I've ever seen. Like, he's up there with Joel, Jovetic, who else is scrubs? Even I would take it fucking Navas. right now. At least Navas can fucking spam a bunch of crosses in the box. Do you know what I mean? Brother, bro, if we don't sell this Savio brother in this summer and we go again, 3rd season with them, bro. Favorite player to watch? In the City side, Nunes. Nunes is my guy. My second favorite player is Reinders. I like Reinders. I like Reinders. He turns into Bombi on ice every time he's in the box about to shoot. But Reinders makes some good runs, and I think against Real Madrid in the second leg, he was probably one of our better players. I was surprised him be taken off, but he was quite good in that first half. I like Reinders, man. I think Reinders is going to be a good sign the next season. I think this season Reinders hasn't been too bad. I think people are expecting Reinders to be these draw winners and whatnot. He's never been that player, but he scores goals, man, and he's put himself about. Do you know what I mean? He makes the right runs, and I like Reinders, man. I like Reinders. Look at Reinders, bro. Look at Reinders. Just look at Reinders, bro. His first season, yeah, he's been deemed as not a good signing, right? Look at Reinders. 7 goals, 7 assists. Right? And he hasn't even like less minutes than Foden. Do you know what I mean? Reinders is going to be a good signing, bro. Listen. No goals in the Champions League. You got to do better there, bro. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Nah, well, Reinders is going to be a good signing. I like Reinders, man. I like Reinders. Think Madueke is another scrub, bro. That Madueke fella, yeah. When you watch it, I was watching England the other day. Nah. Boy. This England team, yeah, is in a big trouble in the World Cup, right? England's attack stinks. Yeah. The attack stinks. The defense is not that good. And the midfield has no creativity whatsoever. Consider the players that we have. Bro, we're looking. Now, I was about to say we're looking worse than Brazil, but nah, that's a bit too far. That Brazil team, yeah. If I was in Brazilian fan, Spartacus was in the chat. If Spartacus is still here, if I were you, yeah, I would just go fucking to that CFA and start burning the training ground, bro. Them players are an embarrassment to Brazil. Alright. When you look back at the players that they used to have, up until the talented that they used to produce, up until Neymar, it's just shocking. Shocking. You've got Martinelli in your attack. Martin fucking Nelly. Vinny Jr. isn't good either. You expect more from Tuchel. What do you expect from Tuchel, bro? What do you expect from Tuchel? Nothing. Nothing, man. Eze Gabriel back fit, apparently. They're not, brother. They're not. I've seen the news, yeah. They're not. Gabriel is fucked. His knee is fucked. He's going to be out for 3 weeks. Yeah, because watch him. He's not going to be starting against Sporting. He's going to be on the bench, right? And then the very next game against Bournemouth, he won't be available. They just decided to put Gabriel on the pitch on the training ground because they knew the media would be there, so they want to come. They want to calm everyone down, the fan base. But he's injured, bro. He's not back. I've seen the clips and I've seen the pictures. Listen, and that's one of the things, yeah. Arsenal player may do this for the rest of the season. I think because they are because most of them, like Arsenal players, they drop like flies, and I feel like even against Southampton, you could see like none of them they were running back with urgency like they used to at the start of the season. They kind of just dodging themselves from tackles. You know what I mean? They were like not putting themselves about, and they're playing really safe. And I feel like most of them players they kind of start looking into. I just need to stay fit for the World Cup. Remember in the treble season? Remember when we went to end of November, December? Yeah, we were dropping points. We drew to Everton at home, 1-1. I remember Demari Gray from outside the box, and we also lost to and that was before the players went to the World Cup, and we lost to Brentford 2-1, and we were kind of questioning the players. We were saying, oh, the players just the heads are not at it. They just kind of think everyone was thinking about the going to the World Cup because there were quite a lot of players getting injured before the World Cup. So them players, most of the players are kind of start looking at, especially the Arsenal players, they're beginning to quite a lot of injured. They might start looking at it, right, I need to be in that plane to the States. Do you know what I mean? So I think they will crumble, man. But I think they'll crumble in the Champions League. I think the league, they might slip up in 1 or 2 games. But I think we're also gonna drop a point. Because you're also gonna drop points. We've got some tough games, man. We've got some difficult games, bro. Can't lie. All right. Let's have a look at the fixtures. Let's have a look at the fixtures. So we've got Chelsea on Sunday. Then we've got Arsenal on Sunday. I thought Arsenal would be on a Saturday. Are we playing Sunday? 6:30, 4:30. Then we've got Southampton in the Cup. This game, we don't know. I think this is going to be played 3 days after, because the next game is on the 4th of April. So I think this is going to be played midweek. This is on the weekend, and then I think after Everton, depending on how Palace does in the Conference League, the Palace game may be played between Everton and Brentford. But Everton away is not going to be easy, right? Brentford at home, I back us to win. I think we win that. Semenyo homecoming. That's going to be a tricky one. And Villa home is going to be a difficult game as well. Because the last time we struggled against Villa. Remember, Nunes scored. I think it was like in the 88th minute, somewhere along there. But it's always Villa at home. It's always been a tricky one. We've got some difficult games, man. At Arsenal, they've got Bournemouth at home, Man City away, Newcastle at home. To be fair, Newcastle are out of every competition, so they might get some of them players back for this game. And this game will probably be played. I think they might have a Champions League in between Newcastle and Fulham. That's a London derby. That's going to be hard. So if they get past Sporting, they'll be playing Man City. Then they have an off weekend because they're out of the cup. So they'll be playing Newcastle. Then they'll probably get Barcelona in there. Then Fulham. Then Barcelona again. Then West Ham. West Ham, I think they'll drop points against West Ham. They're fighting for relegation, and I think it's going to be a tricky one. They've got 3 London derbies. Oh, I see. Ooh, I think they'll beat Burnley. I think they'll beat Burnley. Burnley are relegated already, aren't they? Yeah. They're going down. They're going down. But West Ham, yeah, West Ham can do something. West Ham can do something, man. If you like how City plays and your favorite is at City, why not spot these City? It's easy. What do you mean? England are boring. Well, yeah, man. We've never really been an exciting team to watch, apart from 2006 onwards. Things just gone downhill. Because I think 2006 we got. I think that was in the. Was it the World Cup? Was it the World Cup? We got into the semi-finals. Yeah, we got into the semi-finals, didn't we? Then we lost on a playoff for the third place against Portugal. Yeah, we lost to Portugal in the penalties. 2006. I expect more from Tuchel, brother, not Southgate. Southgate, bro. See this England team here, they only play for corners. Yeah. Same. I'm feeling the same, bro. Feeling the same. Yeah. Gabriel won't listen, Gabriel, yeah. He won't play against Man City. He won't. He's injured, bro. He's injured. I saw a picture. Yeah. I saw a picture of him earlier. Let's have a look on X. What the fuck is that? Bro, what's this? Yo. Watch this, yeah. Watch this. Just then, Mikel Arteta introduced another super creative idea into training today. Arsenal players were told to hold down multiple pens with each other's help, while at the same time controlling one ball with their feet. This helps players to focus on two things at once. Oh, brother. They are so cringy. You can't believe, man. Pens on a training pitch. Let's hold pens, guys. Oh my fucking god, brother. What are we saying this, bro? Did he go fucking Asda and got like fucking bunch of pens, like bunch of box of pens, and like, right, boys, today we're gonna hold pens. Fuck me. What are we doing here? Holding pens. Yeah, I seen a few pictures. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, they'll bring everyone back, whether they fit or not. Yeah, they'll just bring everyone back because at the same time, we all know. Yeah, they always at this time of the season they always force players to play through injuries. So we've seen with Declan Rice and even with Timber. He said it. Timber said in the summer, I played the whole May with an injury, and even in the training ground, he was saying, "Oh." Arteta was like, "Oh, Timber, you've had a scan already. You should be okay now." And he was like, "Oh, the gaffer didn't get how much of a pain I was, bro. They'll get a lot. Don't worry, man. They're not fit. They're not fit, bro." And I think that's kind of one of the things that a lot of City fans are looking at. Like their players are not fit. They seem to be struggling at the moment. Because listen, against that Forest game, yeah, there'll be one or two against the Sporting. There'll be one or two players going off with an injury. Watch. I still made a video about Man City breaking Arsenal. Yeah. Right. Let's have a look. So look. Is it football terrace? Yeah. Is it football terrace? Nah, I don't listen. You can't title his video like that. Otherwise, he's not gonna get the views. Do you know what I mean? He needs to suck off Arsenal to believe him. Terms close. Look at that. Alvarez to Arsenal. Terms agreed. No one is talking about Alvarez to Arsenal, but he needs to gaslight them. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Arsenal snaps at the Lion Media. Done deal. Tonali to Arsenal. Pep exit. See, when it comes to Man City, yeah, the narrative is different. It's always like the negative ones. Pep is leaving. End of an era. Right. I tweeted him. I caught on him because he put David Ornstein tweet saying Pep exclusive. Pep is leaving, and I was like, "Where's the David Ornstein tweet that you put on the thumbnail?" This guy is a snipe, bro. He's a proper snipe. Arsenal have won it. Man City panicking. 4 days ago, bro. 4 days ago. Arsenal have won it. Man City panicking. It'll be in the thumbnail. That was 4 days ago. There was not game 4 days ago. There was not games on Friday. What do you mean Arsenal have won it? Arsenal attacked by Talk Sport. This guy. Drop Phil Foden. Now watch when he's Saka. Oh, it's Saka. Right. Look at that. Brutal. Sky Sport Arsenal lies. Shut down by Thomas Tuchel. Oh, mate. This guy, bro. This guy. Talks advance. So, Alvarez talks at advance. Right. Terms are closed. Right. Deals closed. Right. Deals agreed. Right. Again, Alvarez in the thumbnail with the Arsenal shit. Deals agreed. Terms closed. Deals agreed. Deal done. What is it? It's confusing, bro. Talks advance. Right. Deals agreed. Talks advance. Right. Deals agreed 8 days ago. 2 days after, talks advance. What is it? Terms closed. That doesn't even make any sense. It's happening. What is happening? Man City shook Pep Guardiola leaving Man City. That was 11 days ago. Right? And he's done again. Pep leaving. Again. Pep exit. Again. Right. Three videos about Pep leaving. 6 broken 2 weeks ago. Right? Bro. Arsenal scared them silly. They were terrified. Bro, this guy, yeah? Is he an Arsenal fan in disguise or what? They were agreed 3 weeks ago. Oh, Alvarez is agreed. Right. Alvarez is agreed 3 weeks ago. Right. They were agreed 12 days ago. That was 2 weeks ago. Today, terms closed. Oh, when is the announcement then? What are we doing here? These people, man. Oh my God. And people genuinely sit there and listen to it. To be fair, people pay more attention to transfer windows than football these days. They look forward to, like, the transfer window makes more of a headline than football. I mean, like, to get the match. That's what I mean. Like the football games, the matches themselves makes less headline these days than transfer window. Yeah, every single day there is a transfer news. Every single day. Fabrizio Romano tweets literally every 5 minutes. The same story, the same thing, different words. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, bro. Villa last game of the season. It's not going to be easy. Revolutionary Arteta. Kindergarten FC, bro. Come on, what are we doing here? They're trying hard to win, bro. They ask, bro. He's asking them players to hold up pens in the training ground, bro. Oh, where is Win the dog? You need to, yeah, you need to report the animal welfare, bro, because that dog hasn't been seen in ages, has it? Let's see, Arsenal win the dog. They haven't. Yeah, that dog hasn't appeared since last season. I was on the TikTok the other day, bro. Bro, what's this? What's wrong with this guy? Dogs, olive trees, like pens, pickpockets. Brother. He's a very good motivational speaker, because even the way he comes up in press conference, yeah, he talks a lot without really saying anything. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's a clickbait merchant, Terry. He talks a lot without really saying anything. He bamboozles you with a lot, like with all fancy words, but he didn't say anything. He used terms like dominance and whatnot, brother. He's kind of a lot more like Pep in a way, but Pep gives you clues in his press conference. Do you know what I mean? Listen, sometimes he just comes out and just say as it is, but that's really, really rare from Pep. But he does it a few times. Terry, Moore, Hussam, the man them trick hard for Arsenal to win the Premier League. What if Arsenal don't win the Premier League? What do you think is going to be their titles? Are they gonna just recycle that title from summer? Arsenal plan, the summer plans is unreal. Arsenal is gonna be unbeatable, is invisible. Arsenal squad depth is the best in Europe. Brother. And he gets more views when he talks about Arsenal, doesn't he? Yeah. Anyway, each of their own, to be honest, mate. Each of their own. They were great when they fell. Big up Joe. Big up Joe, man. Yeah. Bro, they were great. Alvarez in the thumbnail, Tonali and on Man United shirt. Then a week after, they were great. Tonali in the Arsenal shirt. But what? Do you know what I mean? Bro, look at this, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Right. This is they were great. That was a month ago. Tonali in the Man United shirt, which Tonali's been linking to Man United more than Arsenal. Then they were great. What is that? Again, 10 days ago, they were great. Tonali in the Man United shirt. All right. That's done deal. Yeah, done deal. Tonali in the Arsenal shirt. If the deal is agreed with Tonali Man United 10 days ago, how is it 3 days ago it's done deal with Arsenal? How is that possible? It doesn't make any sense, bro. It does not make any sense. City broken. La Liga versus Premier League, stop it. Rice lies destroyed. Bro. Oh my days. Oh, brother. Neville, Arsenal lies exposed. Arsenal scare them. Silly. Obamiko. Pathetic Arsenal rant. Bro, he sucks off Arsenal so much that he completely forget that. Does he know that he supports Man United? That he's got Arsenal in every single title. It's happening. It's happening. Alvarez to Arsenal deals. Tonali and Alvarez, right. To Arsenal deals. It's happening. Right. Arsenal is in every single video, bro. I didn't realize that. It's mad. What's Hassan's channel, bro? What's Hassan's channel? Is it Hassan Talks Football or something like that? What's his channel, bro? Don Hassan. Right, let's have a look. Well, humiliating. Well, to be fair, he talks about his team quite a lot. See, that's Liverpool. London is red. That's about I was related to the Champions League. Slot, yeah. Arsenal agenda continues. There's no agenda, mate. There's no agenda. The fan base got a big mouth. When they lose, we're gonna laugh at them. It's not agenda. It's football banter. Max Downman is him. Is it? Liverpool. It's quite balanced, to be fair, with Osam. I mean, his videos more relate to Liverpool, to be fair. Arsenal fans, stop panicking. Oh, mate. Yeah. For in danger. Nah. Listen, this is quite. I think this is. Listen, he's a Liverpool fan, and most of his videos are Liverpool's. So yeah. Who else we need to look at? There's a Tottenham guy. What's that Tottenham fella? He's got a channel as well. What's his name? Not expression. There was a guy. There's a Tottenham fan. He does quite a lot of Arsenal videos. Oh, what's his name? What's his name? The Tottenham fella. Yes, Harry. Is it Harry Talks Football, brother? Can you imagine? Yeah, yourself. Imagine you're a Man City fan, and you've got a YouTube channel, and every single video is about Man United. Man United danger, the truth, Man United. Brother, this is weird. This is weird. Arsenal fans, you need to hear this. You're a Tottenham fan. You're supposed to hate them. Arsenal fans, you need to hear this. What about your team is fighting relegation? You are going down. Yeah. You should be Tottenham fans. You need to hear this. You're going on about Arsenal. You're fucking weirdo. Can you imagine fucking we sitting here every fucking week talk about Man United? Fuck me. Arsenal knocked out of the Champions League. Man City destroyed Liverpool. Cool. FA Cup winner. Decided. Well, it's semi-final, mate. How's that decided? It's happening. What's happening? Alvarez to Arsenal. I can't believe this. Kvaratskhelia Anderson to Arsenal. That's Kvaratskhelia. No, he's leaving PSG to come to Arsenal. What are we doing here? It's happening. Well, you've just said it's happening before. How many times does it happen? Arsenal scary. Oh, mate. Right. Is this right? Is he for real? Does he sit there, watch Arsenal play football, like playing for corners and set play and whatnot, and then decide, right, I'm going to do a video and I'm going to say, so Arsenal is scary. Bro, are these guys for real? I think he's just fucking taking the piss. Arsenal are built different. How different? Right? What? Like they built because how is it? How are they built different when their own fan base wants half of their squad gone in the summer? Is there something Arsenal fans they don't know? Why Arsenal have proved they're the best? Well, they're not really. Bro, he's got no Tottenham video. Bro, your team is getting relegated. And you're here doing videos about Arsenal. Really? Is that what football YouTubers are doing these days? Fuck me. Max Down is generational. Mate. Arsenal smell blood. I feel sick. No, you're not. You don't feel sick, man. Advantage Arsenal. Arsenal fans, title race is over. Tell them then. Arsenal quadruple. I feel sick. Well, you've just said you feel sick a week ago. It's a week apart between them two videos. The truth, Arsenal just better. Please stop this. Arsenal clear. Arsenal danger. Title race is over. Set piece revolution. Mate. I warned you. What did you want us? What did you want us? What did you want us? Haaland injured, confirm. Okay. What did you... Right. I warned you. What was it? Leeds robbed. See when Man City win? Leeds robbed. When Arsenal wins, Arsenal is scary. Bro, come on. What are we doing here? Oh, mate. Right. Fuck me. Bro, is this guy for real? Does he know he supports Tottenham and Tottenham getting relegated? I don't know if it should be relegated. There's no video about Tottenham. Right, the only time, right, this is the video about Tottenham that he made, right? Guess when it was the 4-1 against Arsenal. Arsenal destroyed Tottenham. Jokeres and Eze shine. That was the only video about that was a month ago. Brother, does he know his team plays in the Premier League? It's mad. Absolutely. Oh, he's got a Tottenham channel. Wow. Okay. Sacked. Deserve to Spurs. Here we go. Sacked. To the sack. Oh, he's got a Tottenham channel. Oh, okay. So that talks football. All right. Is about the whole. But this Henry talk. This channel is more Arsenal channel than anything else, because when Man City wins, the opposition was robbed. When Arsenal win, Arsenal scary, dangerous, scintillating. Brother, so enough of this nonsense, man. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine, bro? Can you imagine, yeah? Bro, we in the comment, we all City fans, right? Can you imagine, yeah? Imagine we're doing a stream. I'm going to be doing a stream every day and talk about Man United. Carrick is the real deal. Michael Carrick is dangerous. Pep Guardiola, look out. Just fuck off. Just fuck off, mate. Honestly, come on, what are we doing here? He doesn't know, bro. Alvarez agreed not to join Arsenal. Well, if Alvarez decides to leave for Atletico Madrid, he's going Barcelona. He's going Barca. Can we please more? All right. Get mod. I'll speak to Patrick. I'll speak to him. Yeah, I'll speak to Patrick, man. He hates us. Oh, Terry. Yeah, he needs to, bro. To be fair, listen, hating us is understandable. He's a United fan. He needs to hate. He's got to hate us. But at the same time, it's not like Arsenal is a team that he should like. Do you know what I mean? If you're a Man United fan, you probably, most of them, they probably, especially the ones who live down south, they hate Arsenal more than Man City. If you're from Manchester, it's a different conversation. You hate Man City because you see Man City fans everywhere. You hate Man City more than Arsenal, but at the same time, if you're a Tottenham fan and you got a YouTube channel that 90% of your videos about gaslight Arsenal, then you've got a problem in your head, mate. Judge Moore is another one. Judge Moore does that quite a lot. I've already told him once, Judge Moore. I was like, bro, I like Judge Moore. I've got no problem with him, man. He's a sound guy. So I told him, bro, are we doing a stream? Are we going to talk about Arsenal for an hour of the stream? Then half an hour just talking about the team, because that's what we seem to be doing. I don't mind. Judge Moore is a nice fella. But you can't go. I can't go on streams where I spend most of the stream talking about Arsenal. Gyökeres is the key for Arsenal. Is it? I thought he was. Well, we all know that he was the missing piece. I remember last season we say we only need a striker. Inter Washington. Oh yeah, he supports Inter. Yeah, he does support Inter. Yeah. All right, let's see his video. Man City cooked Liverpool. Some disrespecting Saka. Haaland doesn't score in big games. Well, Haaland just scored in the final. No, not in the final. He scored against Liverpool. Saka has scored 1 goal this year. Yeah, and he's got, how many goals has he scored, Saka? Right. So let me get this straight. Right. Let's get this straight. Right. Let me share that. Let me share that. Because you're not seeing. Right. Let's share it. Big up Judge Mo. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. I like Judge Mo. He's a sound dude. He's all right. He's a decent guy. I haven't subscribed to Judge Mo. All right, let me subscribe it. Yeah. Man City cook Arsenal. Saka disrespecting. Stop disrespecting Saka. Haaland does not score in big games. Neither Saka never scored in any big games, man. Right? You say stop disrespecting Saka. He scored 1 goal in this calendar year, and you're having a go at Haaland. Yeah, good one, man. These deals changes everything. James Maddison to Arsenal. Any Arsenal fan in the chat is James Maddison to Arsenal. Is it happening? Oh, that's not James Maddison. Why does he look like James Maddison? Oh, it's Kvaratskhelia. Wow. The deals that changes everything. Kvaratskhelia and Alvarez to Arsenal. Wow. Impressive. At least it's set for Liverpool. Okay. Pardon me. The league is the goal. City are champions, kept at shambles. Disgraceful excuse. What do you mean? Better mentality, ready to win. Saka shuts the media narrative down. What media narrative? Saka's not good enough, mate. Yeah, you can't sit there watch Saka this season and think he's been good. He's not. Imagine him doing the Arsenal videos when his club is in the championship, bro. I want them to go down. You know, I want Tottenham to go down. Can't lie. I hate Tottenham. I can't stand them. And that's only because of Pep. Because you guys go back under Mancini, even under Pellegrini, we used to slap Tottenham. I think ever since Pep came, like he struggled with Pochettino, he struggled with Nunes, Espirito Santo, he struggled with Mourinho. I think he struggled against any Tottenham manager. Bro, we used to slap Tottenham like 4 or 5s. To be fair to Judge Moore, he's not too bad. Arsenal elite mentality in 4 comps. How's that working out, mate? How is that working out? As a rocket. Amazing. Arsenal into the quarterfinals. Yeah, good one. Arsenal wins makes them depressed. And their losses, mate, it make us happy. More than you believe. More than you believe, guys. More than you believe. People do everything for clickbait nowadays. Listen, you can't really, everyone does whatever they want these days. So if Arsenal is the way to go, they get them clicks. Listen, some of them are doing YouTube as a full-time job. So listen, they earn their own money. But if you're a United fan or Tottenham fan sacking off Arsenal every single day, then there just must be something wrong with you. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he support Arsenal and Spurs. Maybe. He's from London, isn't he? He's from North London. Got a chunk payroll from FTV. Who? Ooh, Leighton Orient. Fine. Someone said it. Which one? Harry? Before then, interesting. So let me guess, he jumped into Tottenham when they were good. Remember at the time when they had Pochettino. And now he's now decided to become an Arsenal fan. All right, good one. And they called Man City plastics. It's like with that guy. Remember that guy who was a QPR fan, and he decided, right, I'm gonna be an Arsenal. 2 years ago, decided I'm gonna be an Arsenal fan, and just gonna go open a YouTube channel and chat about Arsenal. He got open an account, chat about Arsenal. He got a bunch of followers, bunch of subscribing this channel. It's easy, bro. If you want to open YouTube, just talk about Arsenal, get views. Praise them till believe them, even when they lose. Praise them. I was a top class at race, but he done Yeah, I like more. I like more. I like more. I think more is more like his titles. I think. But anyway, but nowadays people don't really watch the streams anymore. They go with the title, if that makes sense. Flowers, really? Oh, interesting. Right. So he was a Leyton Orient fan. Wow. Bro, don't be surprised if this guy loves then all of a sudden become an Arsenal fan. They would come out and say, my dad is an Arsenal fan, so I follow my dad. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to go get another beer, and we're going to watch some of the Arsenal fans' reaction regarding their defeat in the league. So stay there. We're going to do another half an hour. To be fair, I haven't really got anything else to do. I'm going to what's the time? It's 4 o'clock. The sun is still out. I'm going to do 2:30. Sit down in the garden. Drink a few pints. When the miss comes in, she's going to make a nice tea. Say that she's going to make some chicken wings. She measured me. Said that she's going Asda. She's going to get a few bits and bobs. Told them I fancy some chicken wings today. Oh, people were asking for links on the chat. Right. Okay. Right. The people want to come in on the stream. They asked me for the link. I wasn't on my phone, man. Sorry. I haven't checked my WhatsApp. I'll send the link. I haven't checked my WhatsApp today. Sorry to everyone. All right, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go and get another beer. We're gonna watch Troops. So what Troops are we gonna? Troops. I like Troops. Troops is my favorite. Oh, you know, making tea for her. Nah, she's a woman, bro. That's her job. That's her job. Nah. I cook as well, bro. But nah, she's doing today, man. She's doing today. That's her job as a woman. Right, where are we? Let's watch Troops. Now I'm chilling, man. I'm just chilling. Yeah, I've got a few cans. I opened the window because I want to get some of the sun. Sun is shining. The sun is shining. Right, let's watch Troops. Troops is my guy. Look, bro. The guy looks stressed, man. He knows what's coming. Look at him. He knows what is coming. All right. He knows what is coming. All right, let's watch.
When we got Southampton, yeah, I thought, yo, we done it again. You understand? Obviously, the first round was an easy tie. Portsmouth. Then we had Wigan, I believe it was. Then Mansfield. And obviously now Southampton. So I was thinking, yo, the footballing gods are on our side. But then I forgot that Mikel Arteta is also on our side, blood. You get me? Which makes it difficult. You understand? So now I sit before all of you with this match reaction. No intro again. Back-to-back games. No intro, blood. You understand? Back-to-back games. We have lost.
Bro, this guy, he looks like he hasn't had any sleep in a week. He looks done.
You get me?
Man.
We're doing up Drake now,
April,
blood.
right?
You get me?
It's
back-to-back games. We have lost
absolutely
a trophy.
done.
You get me? The trophy hunt has ended in the Carabao Cup before the international break. And now Southampton, I repeat, championship side Southampton have kicked Mikel Arteta's Arsenal out of the FA Cup at the quarterfinal stage. One game away from Wembley Stadium, blood. You get me? Maybe these men are scared to return to Wembley after the beatdown that Man City and the embarrassment that Ryan Cherky put upon us in that stadium. So maybe that's why they played how they played today. Maybe that's why Arteta set us out the way he did tonight. The changes he made during the game, absolutely fucking diabolical, blood. You get
What do you mean the changes? Because 2 months ago they were saying they have the best squad in Europe, that the second team would have finished top 4 in the Premier League. So they played their second team against a Championship Southampton and they lost. How is that the change in affecting? Because one thing you goes on about, one thing the Arsenal fans say, the best squad, this is the best squad ever. Piers Morgan tweeted the best squad in football history. Right? That team that you put out there, you take Gabriel out there and you put what's the name? What's that South American defender that was playing for Leverkusen? What's his name? Yeah, you know the guy. He's played left back sometime. You play that guy instead of Gabriel. That's your second team. Havertz in there, Jesus in there. That's your second team, right? Norgard, Odegaard, Mosquera, Skelly, Ben White. That's your second team that you said Arsenal fans were saying 2 months ago. He can finish top 4 in the Premier League, but you play in the Championship side. You're on about the changes. It's not like it feels like you were just saying that to get people's attention. You don't really rate them.
Get me. 1 game away from Wembley Stadium, 1 game away from being able to make it back to the FA Cup final, a trophy that you won, the only trophy that you won, a trophy that my brother, my friend, about my blood clot Yang carried you to. A squad that I was told was toxic, was negative, was not going in the right direction. But 6 years down the line, here we are, 24 attempts. Well, 22 currently, blood. You get me? There's still 2 more attempts. But 22 attempts for you, Mikel, to bring a trophy to the Emirates Stadium, and you can't do it, blood. You haven't been able to. £1 billion spent. You literally have the keys to the club. You get me? And you have not been able to get over the line. You understand? Especially this FA Cup. You get me? This is the second time. Yeah? I repeat, this is the second time Southampton have beat you up, blood. Yeah? This ain't the first time these men have turned you over, blood. When you was the holder of the FA Cup, these men kicked us out in the 4th round, blood. Do you understand? The only teams this man has beaten in this tournament, in this cup competition, yeah? The only Premier League side he has defeated is Newcastle, blood. Yeah? That's not the only Premier League team we played, bro. Yeah? We played a dusty Man United team who kicked us out. We played Liverpool's B team who kicked us out. Both of them games, hashtag both of them, yeah, was at the Emirates Stadium. A fucking half flipping bothered Man City kicked us out as well, yeah? Then you have Southampton twice, kicking us out, blood.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, 2 times these men have run up on you, blood. Yeah, and embarrassed you, blood. Embarrassed us. Embarrassed me, bro. Do you understand? I never went into this game with confidence. I didn't go into this game with chess because I knew the complication of this game, blood. You understand? We're playing an in-form Southampton side. You get me? Saturday night, 8 p.m. under the lights. You don't want them kind of games in FA Cup, blood. Yeah, especially when you're a big team. You don't want them lower league teams at them type of day. Yeah, that type of night. You don't want it. You want them 12-15, them Mansfield ones. Them ones you want, the little 3 o'clocks. You don't want the 5:15s, the 8 o'clocks, blood. Yeah. So I was already like, wait. But no, you get me. You saw how we performed at Mansfield. Just about what past Mansfield. Yeah. So I already knew this was going to be a rocky road, blood. Yeah. I already knew. And your reputation in this cup, yeah, your reputation in this cup is embarrassing as well, blood. Yeah. This is the first time we've got past the 4th round under your leadership since winning that cup back in 2020, bro. Do you understand? Nottingham Forest and Southampton, yeah, have kicked you out of this cup, blood. Yeah. You have had opportunities to do things in this cup, blood, and you have failed. Yeah. You have failed. This is the 22nd failure on your head top, lad. Yeah? You've even got me questioning, will we get over the line when it comes to the Premier League, blood? Yes, the gap is big. And that's the only fucking saving grace. Yeah? Because the way City are playing now, these men are starting to gain confidence. We're losing confidence.
Even I don't.
We're losing players, blood. Do you understand? Gabriel went off today. His knee. The knee that's kept him off international duty. So these ain't fake injuries. These are real injuries they're looking like to me.
I think me missus is coming. Yeah, she's here. The chill time is over. I'm gonna do another stream later on tonight. And make sure you like me, subscribe. All right. I'm taking a break. You are not going to see me here for a long time, but I will be around.